And we are live. Hello, everyone. We are continuing our amazing expert interview series, and I know you guys have been loving this. Today, I have two really incredibly special humans on our call today. Please welcome Shawn and Shawna. Shawn and Shawna, say hello.
Hi, Fatima. Thanks so much for having us. This is so exciting.
So happy to be here. Excited.
Yeah, it is so great. So I'm going to introduce you in a minute, but what I'm doing right now is I am copying the link. I'm sending it to you, Shawna, so you've got the link, so we can have lots of people to share in this conversation. Today is really special, and it is a really wonderful subject that we're going to be talking about because I love the idea of speaking about special needs humans, because I have one, a really incredible special needs human in my own family, which is my son Tarek, and he's got cerebral palsy, spastic quadriplegic, and scoliosis. And Shawn and Shawna work with teenagers, young adults, and adults in the autism spectrum. And I'm the first one to tell you that I don't know too much about that. So I want to hand it over to you two to share with us, what is Karma Cares? Tell us a little bit about it.
Okay, what is Karma Cares? So Karma Cares is it's a community now. It started with our nonprofit charity. We have Karma Country Camp. We started with our nonprofit charity running a day camp for teens with autism or other disabilities. We call that neurodiversity, where they just don't have anywhere to go in the summer. They were bored. Social life is not so easy for them, hard to get a job. So their summers were quite boring. We decided that if we offered a program where people can send their young adults to socialize and hang out, chill, learn some skills, and just feel good about themselves. So we started that in 2018. I ran our first summer 2019. We had 42 amazing families. And then we realized that what happens to these teens when they finish high school. And with a disability, you know that the options for employment are much lower. Post-secondary university colleges programs are more difficult. Support is not there. Then we started looking at how do they get independence and self-regulation. So that's where Karma Cares was born.
What do you mean by self-regulation? Explain to the audience what that actually means.
So self-regulation is the ability to get through your day on your own without without anxiety and stress getting in your way, with the ability to do all your self-care, brush your teeth, take a shower, remember to feed yourself, do laundry, anything with your emotions and your routines that throw you off track.
Yeah, and we recognize that we're not looking to eliminate anxieties and things like that. It's reality. It's more managing it. We all have these challenges throughout the day. It's how do you have the tools to be able to manage it so that you are more productive and happier.
And it comes from you need the whole community. It needs to be the parents who are ready for the change, to step back a little and understand that the more we do for our children, the less they can do for themselves. The more problems we solve for them, the less they trust themselves. And over time, we create that codependency that isn't going to allow them to reach their own potential, figure out what they want with themselves. Mm-hmm. So we work with that. That's really what Karma Care is, as a teacher for special needs and now a psychotherapist, and Shawn as a life skills coach and very years in the corporate world. We bring all of that together. We both have children with disabilities. I have 2 young adults now, and Shawn has a daughter with autism. That we know what it's like to be tired at this point when they're at 22 years old and you're still parenting at the same level you were, or moving towards trying to create that independence piece.
I think you bring up some really, really good topics. And I just have to say, this is such an honorable, noble cause. And yes, all 3 of us are kind of in a similar boat where we have special needs, adults now. that we were entrusted with by God and the universe. So let's ask the question. There are people who have tried these kind of things before. What makes Karma Care unique? What makes you different?
That's a great question. You know what? Can you explain using our 2 clients that?
Yeah, well, just to start, we are a full service therapy and coaching practice based in Midtown, and with an expertise and specialty and focus on autism. And what makes us unique is we're really a boutique, hands-on type of practice. We get very, very involved with the individuals, but as Shawna said, the parents and the immediate supporting, community of that individual, because really it takes a village, right? And so we're very hands-on. I go to individuals' houses and work on self-care and just basic social skills and skills for living independently. So I have a client that, he's 22 and his parents would love him to be able to move out or at least live semi-independently with others. So we're working on teaching him to be able to basically pick out recipes, go to the grocery store, buy all the groceries, come home, prepare the meal. Now, for a lot of us, that seems pretty basic, but for an individual who's on the autism spectrum, it's a challenge. But after 6 weeks, he's 95% there. I shadow, I watch, we videotape, and it's so incredible to see the progress, and it really happens pretty quickly.
Hold on, you're being so humble. Shawn's with Brain. We have a digital tool called Brain in Hand, which if you want more information on that, please put your name in the chat. We'll private message you and discuss it, and we'll touch on it a few times throughout this, hopefully as well. But Shawn's being humble. Our client, this unique individual, is really bored all day. He doesn't have a job. Through COVID, he was at home. His social life is, he doesn't have friends, and his parents work full time. So he was at home watching Netflix all day. Shawn was able to entice him to start going on learning sites and learning different things like Khan Academy, or just watching a TED Talk, or little things that would stimulate his mind and help him learn how to text with a friend. We found another individual who really likes to text, doesn't have a friend either. So we're teaching them how to text one another so that they have someone else in their life to talk to. You don't want to just have to talk to your parents for the rest of your life. You need other people. So we're creating community amongst these individuals as well to have friends and feel good.
Yeah, and Brain in Hand is a really amazing technology that allows individuals to really put more into their day. So he now has scheduled going for walks every morning, right? And cleaning the house. So it really helps give people structure. And like Shawna said, it's given this individual something to do all day, which really helps your self-esteem. When your self-esteem is strong, you're willing to take challenges and try new things. And that's ultimately what we're trying to achieve with our clients.
I love that. And it's wonderful, especially the testimonials that you've said, because yes, these kids only talk to their parents if they don't have anyone else to talk to, and they're watching Netflix all day. So their neural pathways in their brain are only activated in one side. And so what you're saying is you're coming in and you're like, hey, let's go to Khan Academy. Let's go watch a TED Talk. Let's see if you want recipes. Let's go for a walk. And sometimes you just need an outside person to say, I'm going to show you what else is going on. Yeah. And I think, honestly, it takes the other person, because even when I was that age, I didn't want to listen to my parents, never mind the special needs young adults. So awesome. And thank you for sharing with us that incredible testimonial of your client. And so I know both of you have special needs child, and so do I. But what was that driving force inside of you? What was the why? Everybody needs this why that drives you. Why did you decide to go into this noble arena in the space of autism and neurodiversity? Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, first, Shawn, can you just explain neurodiversity a little bit? And then I will tell you all the whys, because I have about 20.
Yeah, neurodiversity is actually a term that was coined in 98 by a psychologist, actually, Judy Singer in Australia. And really, it's like the spectrum term, it's broad. It encompasses a lot. So it's really encompasses anyone who has differences in their brain.
Emotional, social.
Yeah, just the way their brain functions, right? It's not necessarily
So neuro, bringing brain diversity, meaning all types.
different.
Yeah.
Exactly, right? And individuals who fall into neurodiversity, again, autism is definitely a big part of it. But within autism, you've got Asperger's and other, challenges that do change individuals, approach. And a lot of times it's really the social piece of it. And that's where we really focus because, they're different, but they're not broken. And that's often what we hear from our clients. We're not broken. We're just different. We approach things different. We analyze things different. We need to, have different things in our life to help us, right? But highly intelligent, driven, fun, interesting individuals.
We are not broken. We're just different.
Yes. And that difference. So what drives my passion and I ignited it. I think that's a word in Shawn when we met a few years ago, is the systems out there don't work. So the school system, it doesn't work. It tries really hard. They do the best that they can with the funds that they can, but they have hundreds of kids that have differences. How can we possibly meet all their needs? Then there's all the funds for all the therapies you need to help your kids. Some unaffordable systems, they don't work. Waiting lists, finding the right person. So there's that why. Then there's camps. Again, all these great programs, when you get to 15, 16, and we start to change towards that adulthood, towards those youth, what's out there? The programs, the transition, post-secondary. So the transition from high school to post-secondary, it's huge, it's massive. How are parents supposed to know where to go, what to do? As an educated white woman in this world, in the school system, the answers aren't even clear for me. And I've been in this system for 20 years, advocating, fighting, learning, doing. I've been in school as an adult now. And still, all these systems have their flaws. So we can complain about them and get mad, or we can do something about them. I've been doing things about them on my own for years. When I met Shawn and we started having these conversations, we're like, we can do this together. This is our passion, something we want to do. Teaching doesn't fill my bucket anymore. I don't align with the system. Shawn left corporate a few years ago as well. And this is it. We want to change those lives. We want to help parents feel better. Compassion, fatigue. You are tired. I mean, Fatima, you are parenting your son still.
Yep.
Such a level. Is there an end to that? Can you even see that not being part of your routine? That hope for something different, to get him into a home where he would live, if that's even what you wanted. The waiting lists are ridiculous. If you wanted him to live on his own, where would you find the support, the money, and all of that for that? So imagine if we have 4 individuals in our community who we know could live together with certain skills, with maybe one person caring for them. And you knew that your son could move out of your house into his own arena with 3 other individuals that might be his friends and create a social life for him. You get your independence, your son gets his independence, they get a social life, you get to think and be a little free for a while and be yourself. It's a win-win for everybody. But
it's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. So how do people contact you, Shawn, Shawna, if they have questions or, if they want to know more information, they're curious, you're igniting something inside of them. Maybe they didn't even think of what's possible.
Right. Well, so we're all over social media. So karmacares.ca is our website, but you can find us on Instagram and Facebook. And we're happy to have a initial conversation for 20 minutes. We don't charge for that, just to give people the opportunity to understand a little bit more what we offer, and for us to really understand their situation a little bit and provide some initial ideas. And then if they want to proceed, then we go from there. And the beauty of our services, we have a Midtown office people could come to, or, we work remotely on Zoom, works great as well.
This is awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you for this conversation, and thank you for what you're doing and bringing in all your past skills and expertise to these vulnerable humans. And thank you for what you're doing, because it's a huge acknowledgement.
Thank you. We're really, it is our passion, and we're enjoying it, watching our clients find their passions themselves and find their independence. It's really quite amazing. And that leads us really into you, because all those women who are going to have free time now, they can join your group.
Yeah, and absolutely, Fatima, thank you so much for inviting us. And I have the honor of introducing you, and I'd like to provide a bit of background, if I may, and then we could ask you some questions.
Sure.
Okay, well, so Fatima has left a abusive relationship, marriage up to 21 years, taking your 5 children, wow, with you, and you've been on a transformational journey. You're known for being a bestseller author, incredible, a leader in certified coach training, a CEO of Million Stars Academy, which focuses on the inner games of success and empowering women to be successful without sacrificing their values. You're a leader in as a coach certifier. You equipped women with the templates and the guides and really what they need to be successful. You're also a powerhouse publisher, and I know you've helped hundreds of professionals become best-selling authors. So it's incredible to know you and work with you. And I'd like to ask you my first question.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. So why are so many women turning towards entrepreneurship now?
Well, that's a great question, and it's a really good segue to what you guys do. So for me, I have a special needs child, or I can say special needs human, that I couldn't just pack him up or put him somewhere and go out there and get a job. So I had to make it work where I could create something at home. But what happens with women is that when there is something called like a crisis, 9/11 was a so-called crisis. The 2008 recession was a crisis, and COVID was a crisis. Women start asking different kinds of deep spiritual questions like, do I still want to work in this toxic environment? Do I still want to have more month at the end of the money? Do I still want to have men get paid more than myself? Do I want to miss the milestones of my children's lives? They start asking all of these questions, and the answer is the only way a woman can break free and shatter the glass ceiling is to create her own business. Forbes came up with the study just this year in one country alone, which is the United States of America. 1,891 women are choosing entrepreneurship every single week.
Wow.
That's only one country. And maybe this study is at least 6 months old. And so what we do is we certify women to become business coaches to coach women entrepreneurs. So what does that mean? That means it's like me saying to you, Shawn and Shawna, if I had said to you in January 2020, do you know what? You should buy some Zoom stock. That's exactly what I'm showing people right here. As the women are rushing through these doors, like a Black Friday sale to become entrepreneurs, my coaches are on the other side going, we can help you. We're certified. We're the coaches.
Yeah, good. It's really hard to do it on your own. I've been struggling for 1.5 years now, and I'm looking forward to your knowledge to support me.
We're here. We are here for you.
What do you find is the biggest mistake women make when deciding to become their own bosses?
I'm taking notes.
Same mistake I made. Okay, I am living proof. And I see this everywhere. So inside of Million Stars Academy, what I did was I wanted to give a woman everything she needed. So I spent 1 year creating this academy, all the templates, the guides, the done for you content, the scripts, where to go, how to make a social media post, like everything is a done for you coach in a box. All the woman has to do is get out of her own way and do it. But here is the one thing. Her mind, her mindset, her belief that she can do it. I'll hear these kind of things. But Fatima, I made one video and nobody commented. But Fatima, I made one post, but nobody commented. Girlfriend, you gotta just keep on going until the cows and the pigs and the donkeys come home. Like, you gotta be so in love with your message that you don't need any outside validation. Because trust me, as long as you're planting seeds, people will show up and people will see you. So the one mistake is that women are looking outside on themselves. And that's why inside of the academy, we spend so much time. 80% of our training is mindset.
Wow.
And the 20% is, here you go. Here's the entire kit and caboodle. But yeah, 80% is mindset shift, paradigm shift. Talk about neuroplasticity now, right? We want to change their neural pathways to actually believe that they are worthy of the money that we're showing them how to make.
Very true. I really dealt with a lot of those issues trying to build my own business the first time. And I really struggled with finding my message. How do I define myself without being like, well, I'm humble, not being overconfident, like I could come out preachy. That was really scary. I'm looking forward to figuring this out with you.
Yeah, you don't want to be too preachy. You don't want to be too humble. And how do you get to a place where you're not showing off, but you're owning it?
Yeah. Authenticity is a lot what I do in my practice, and also on the other side. But yeah, that's so true. Those are really important qualities. So how do we learn about that from you?
Oh my God. And I'll tell you how you're going to learn about it. We're actually creating Command Your Business Like a Queen.
Ooh.
And Command Your Business Like a Queen, I'll just put up the banner. It is 5 days, all the training you need. And we're not charging you a penny, because I usually charge tens of thousands of dollars for this. And every single day at 12 noon, we are going to take women step by step, everything I did to go from homeless and welfare to being the global influencer I am today. And so you get a workbook, you get worksheets, you get all the exercises, and we're going to take you step by step every single day at 12 noon Eastern time and say, here you go. You want all the content? You want the mindset training? Take it all and go make it happen. Send us an email the next year. Tell us how you're doing. Send us some, good positive juju and all of that yummy stuff. Because this is my legacy. I want women to go out there and really, really make it happen. So I'm encouraging everyone to go to likeaqueenworkshop.com, sign up. We're going to send you the updated workbook. It's all happening on Facebook inside of our tribe. And we don't have any robots running the tribe. It's all humans. We have community managers inside there who are going to love you and answer your questions. And you can DM us personally. And you get me one-on-one to ask me all the questions you ever wanted. How to create a family-first flexible business and make your mark online. Because whether you want things to go back to 2019 or not, we are in the digital world right now.
Yeah.
And so how do you take your pain, your past, your expertise, your skills, and package it and sell it online without looking grungy and salesy? How do you do that? That's what we're going to show you.
Wow, that sounds like such an incredible opportunity for women to learn. And it's amazing there's no charge. So we will gladly promote that and spread the word for sure.
If I dress you up, maybe you can come. Well, I'll have it on and you can at least listen.
That's right. That's right.
You're a queen too.
You can sneak peek inside as Shawna is watching.
Yeah, I'm so excited. I booked off my every day at 12 just for this. Yeah. I'm really looking forward to it. You have a lot of amazing knowledge, and your journey is so incredible. That
I always tell people, I'm like, I might not be the best coach for you, because that's why we have so many coaches out there. You want to find someone you resonate with.
Yeah.
But when you're looking for a mentor or a coach, number one, find someone that you are connected to, like emotionally, like I'm resonating with this woman or a man. Or number two, find someone who's actually walked the path. Like I'm going to tell you right now, I would never teach someone how to make $1 million in a day, because I haven't. That would be so inauthentic to me. Okay, not yet. Anyway, maybe next year.
Okay.
right? But when I do it, I'm going to be like the first one to go, oh my God, I broke the code. I got it. And let me show you how to do it. So that's what I always tell women. Find someone you resonate with, and find someone that has actually got the results and walked the path. Otherwise, every guru is going to sell you something.
Right. Yeah. And it's like that in every business. Find the people you trust. You know, for us at Karma Cares, I have my 2 kids are living independently and self-regulating. They are doing what they need to do at 21 and 22. So I feel like I got them where they needed to be to grow and develop. And now they're teaching me who they are.
I love that. I love that. And both of you come from such diverse backgrounds, teaching, and you come from an executive corporation, and you're a coach yourself, but you both have adults with special needs and have diverse background. So you're bringing all of that, and as parents with special needs adults to the arena, guess what? You're very highly qualified.
We walk the talk the talk, right?
Walk the talk and talk.
Yeah, and you know what? It has been incredibly fulfilling for both of us. We see the change every day in individuals' lives, like you, and improving someone's self-esteem. It really changes everything. It opens up the world for them, and I find that so interesting that we're both focused on that. And this has been such a enjoyable conversation with you, Fatima.
I loved it. Thank you.
So thankful.
Yeah, and I'm so looking forward to finding my queen. I've been working so hard at trying to find those things, and I'm so excited that you're going to help me. You froze. Uh-oh, Facebook Live stopped. I'm not sure what to do when the other person who's hosting freezes, but I guess we could say thank you to Fatima for all her dedication and hard work for helping women feel like queens. And let's see what's on her book list too, all the things she's published. I know you probably have a book in yourself somewhere out there. So we're going to sign off and post this all over our social media. Share it with your friends. Thank you, Fatima. Thank you, Shawn.
Yeah, this has been great. All right. See everyone soon.